Okay. Okay. So Chris and Denise will not be here tonight. Denise is in the middle of having. Oh, holy cow! That's the first I heard about that. Facebook user just congratulating on a contribution to the industry. So you guys are telling me. I'm not telling you. I had no idea. But we're going to talk about Facebook. We're going to talk about Barkleigh honors shortly. Okay. So wanted to talk about. Well, first of all, Chris is not here. Chris is taking a mental health day. She is truly in need of a mental health day. And we'll get into some of the stuff that's going on, and we'll get into the whole Barkleigh honors. But that'll be afterwards. The whole point that I really wanted to talk about tonight was Facebook security. We have been seeing a lot of people losing their Facebook pages because they're hacked, and I'm not getting why, because immediately it's flagged for violating community standards and the page is taken down. What's the I honestly don't get it. It's not like they're holding the page hostage or anything of that nature. I don't get it.
I don't understand the point of it.
There is a little part of me that is almost wondering, right? Because if you'll notice, my Facebook page has the blue check mark. And the reason I did that is because I have a very strong presence on Facebook. Not so much the other platforms, but Facebook. Right. So that cost me $12.99 a month. Okay. And I'm like, okay. I can that's a cup of coffee out here in the Pacific Northwest.
Right.
Okay. I there's a part of me that almost wonders if that Facebook, if this could be like a class action suit in like 4 or 5 years from now regarding how Facebook like encouraged this to in order to get people to start paying for the blue check mark. Am I like incorrect in thinking about that?
No, I could see that coming about.
Or maybe they're just ignoring it.
But I mean, what's the value of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so let me tell you what my brother does network security for now a huge firm that is pretty much the distribution center from East Coast to West Coast.
Mhm.
And this is the advice he gave me. When you make a password, think of a sentence. It should not be a word because words are easily hacked. It should be like, I went to the store. So IWTTS. And then there should be a character. So like, an ampersand or a plus sign or something like that, as well as a number. So that should be, maybe I went to 2 and use the number T, or use the number 2 instead of T stores, or, whatever your sentence is, whatever. And it should not be the same for every website. If you go on Amazon or go to Walmart, you can find that they have what's called a password book. And your password book will actually, you can write down your different passwords so that you will have them. Do not store your passwords in your phone. Don't do it, especially not for your banking information. Don't. It's so easy to pull all of that off there. So you need to have separate passwords for different sites, and that's how you need to make them. They need to be sentences with a number and a character. If you do that, you are lowering your chances of being hacked exponentially. It takes like a year of them working that account to crack that. They are not going to waste their time. They're going to go for somebody who uses like their dog's name. And for the love of all that is holy, I'm begging you, please, people, stop doing those stupid quizzes that says, what's your first pet's name?
I agree completely. I
Favorite
say that
color?
every time.
For the love of Pete, what street did you grow up on? Here is my elf stripper name or whatever it is. Please don't.
Every time I see one of those scroll by, I'm just like, try again, hackers.
Yeah, these are all security questions for accounts, and this is how they get them.
Yeah, so let me talk about that whole the street you grew up on. So I forget when I signed up for LifeLock, right? And every once in a while we'll get somebody that's we're trying to set up a legitimate account. And they will ask me weird questions. They'll give me the name of 3 streets. Which street did I grow up on? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, your mother's maiden name, your the street you grew up in, and your pets. Now, one of the conversations I had, so this is what happened. Chris literally comes from All American, flies out to Super Zoo, and she's tired and she gets this notification from Facebook that somebody logged in. Was it you? And she's bleary eyed and she may have clicked no, it was not me or whatever. But by that time, it was too late. Her page was already taken down. Okay. And that was quick. She's got photos there that are only on Facebook. That if she does not get her Facebook page back, she's going to lose them. But anyway, back to why I did the blue check in the first place. A friend of mine, I was on the fence about it. Do I do it? Do I not do it? So I tried to do it. It was a pain in the butt. So I said, forget that. And then a friend of mine had her Facebook page hacked, taken down. She eventually did get it back, but it was 3 times a day for 2 weeks, emailing Facebook until she got it back. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. At least I have a person to talk to. All right. Chris has no one to talk to. And it's just, it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
Additionally, you can go into your settings and you can download all your stuff off Facebook. So you never lose anything should you be hacked. So you can download all of your Facebook posts and all of that stuff if you choose to. And if you do not keep copies, like I keep 5 terabyte drives and 4 terabyte drives of every picture, of every video, of everything. But for those that do not and post it from their phone to Facebook and then delete it off the phone because it's on Facebook, please consider that so that you don't lose things like this.
Okay.
That you don't lose precious videos. And yep, it's in the settings on Facebook. I'll make myself a note, and after this video live stream is over, then I will give instructions on how exactly to do that.
Okay. Also, Facebook has, and not just Facebook, I mean, Instagram. If you spend a lot of time, so I know a lot of groomers are on Instagram. They got a lot of their grooming photos up there. So it's going to be the same thing. They're going to have security settings. So go into your security and make sure you've checked all the boxes.
You can do 2-factor authentication as well for Facebook. You don't have to pay for that. You can just do that. And that's a viable option as well. I mean, if your Facebook is something that you want to protect it. Think of it like when you send your sharpening in and you're mailing it. You're not just going to dump it in a box and hope for the best. You're going to wrap everything individually. You're going to bubble wrap, make it all nice, and then bubble wrap the bubble wrap. And then you're going to put it in a box and you're going to tape it up with like 80 pounds of duct tape and mail it off with insurance. So you protect the things that are valuable to you.
Okay. All right. So if anyone has any stories they want to share on that, you drop them in the comments. But we want now to talk about Tommy's just coming in just at the right time. We're going to talk about the Barkleigh honors. Okay. The first thing that is real annoying. They're ripping it out. So they're ripping it out one at a time. Okay. So yeah, stop doing that. We want to know all of them all at once. Stop making us wait. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, Angie here, and I'm going to say this
Who's
is
got the barkers?
what's that?
Can you?
Yeah.
No, my dog's asleep over here. Where was I? Now you made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
Oh,
It
okay.
was just going right through my head.
I see. I see that. Okay. So, we have. Oh, Angie. That's what I wanted to say. I'm just so proud of Angie. All right. She has at the moment because there might be more things being dripped down. She has her book, the
Quintessential rabbit book.
okay. All right. Which I know exactly how hard she worked on that book.
That was a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot that went into. There was a lot of research that went into that book. I cannot think of something that's more disturbing. Now, for those who are not aware, Angie was like one of my earliest students.
Facts. Facts right there.
Okay,
Facts.
and to watch her bloom and yeah, actually Angie's on fire. So to watch her get the nominations, it is such a matter of pride for myself. Okay, so plus she also got Journalist of the Year. Holy cow!
Yeah.
She's crying. Oh my God, did we make Angie cry?
Yep.
You deserve it, baby. You deserve it. You're a hard-working woman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh,
We're letting her get flustered. Go ahead.
yeah. Yeah. So I had talked to Mary about setting up the rabbit program, and I was talking to my brother, and my brother said, "Well, you need to write a book." And then so I kiddingly said to Mary, I was like, "Yeah." And Brian says to me, "So you need to write a book?" And she's like, "Yeah. So when are you starting it?" And I'm like, wait. No, that was like a ha ha. And she's like, "Yeah. So when are you starting it?" And I was like, "This is on my to-do list, isn't it?" And she's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, yeah, and followed up with it too. Where are you with the book, Angie?
Oh yeah, she was, and I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing all the things. I'm doing it. So then, I had asked her about, well, how do you? I'd like to write something for Groomer to Groomer. Um, what do like what do I do? And so she's like, "This is the thing." And then a week later, she's like, "Have you done that?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." I mean, I emailed. I said, "I did the thing. I did all the things." And now I get a monthly column.
Yeah, and a nomination. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, thank you very much.
And Chris and
Cool.
I, the Traveling Groomers, is nominated again for Podcast of the Year, and we really want that medal. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Chris is going to be just coming out after surgery, which means if we do win, she can't go up on the stage.
Don't
That
they
means
have like a? Isn't the way up the front? Isn't that a ramp?
I don't think so.
I thought it was for abstract.
I think she's not going to be able to make it up on stage, or I will be able to run faster than she can.
Point.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah, you can
well,
totally. And
I'm telling you,
she's
both.
wobbly, so you just push her down if you have to.
I'm just going to throw her to the side. You know, first one who gets it gets to take it home.
Mine.
It's mine.
Although she is going to have she had a scooter.
Yeah, okay, but she's got a motorized thing, but she has to maneuver in between tables and stuff. I'm just a straight shot right to the podium.
Have you seen Gwen motoring around? Because that woman's got some speed. She was hunting somebody down. There was somebody she needed to get at Intergroom, and like she went, and she was on it, and she caught them before they could get like around the corner. She was. Those things are fast, man.
I think after she has surgery, I'm going to be faster than she is.
Yeah. Well,
Just-
there's the
Recovery, yeah.
painkillers and stuff too. So she may be a little groggy.
Yeah, it might be a little slower. So I've been looking at all of the nominations, and I think there's a lot of them that it's going to be really a tough pick. So I'm going to say congratulations to everybody who got a nominations. And there are many people who did not get a nomination, but equally would have deserved it.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
So congratulations to everybody.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now that we're done patting ourselves on the back, so we will definitely be back next week. We may be cutting this just a little short this week, only because I'm also tired. Okay, I was just except for the day that I was 10 hours in a classroom teaching. Every other day, I averaged between 7 and 8 miles per day. Okay, and on the one day that I was basically in one room, you know how many miles I logged in?
Probably 10.
5 miles, and I'm not going anywhere.
That's a really physical class, though. I mean, that's like you're moving and you're up and down the rows and you're helping and fixing and
You know, my poor watch is now looking at me like I'm a slacker.
Mm.
I get the same thing too. After the week after Super Zoo, because I went to Super Zoo and it was like 63 miles I walked at Super Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And then next week it's like your week this week isn't quite what it was last week.
Rude. That's so rude.
Dude,
Seriously, get the slacker message.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no kidding. And thank God.
So, okay, so where were we? So we will be back next week. Hopefully, all 5 of us will be here. Maybe Chris even has her original Facebook page back. That would be nice.
Yeah.
By that time, we should also know who all the rest of the nominations are, because I still think there's a couple out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few. There's like a whole bunch that need to come out still. And it's killing me because I want to know, because I have so many friends that I'm like, I want to know.
All right. So, upcoming education this weekend, well, weekend being Sunday, Monday, is the Poodles and Doodles Summit. Okay. Also, the Fall Business Summit is coming up, and the early bird pricing goes away on Sunday. actually through Saturday. So whenever I get up on Sunday, which will be early because it'll be the Poodles and Doodles Summit, the pricing will change on that.
I do want to let everyone know who is waiting on their flashcards. They just came out of lamination, and they have to rest before they're cut. Then they're hole punched and sent to me. So it absolutely will be this week. So eking along here, eking along.
All right. So like I said, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to make some dinner, and then I'm going to crash.
I'm going to go make ice cream.
I'm going to go eat Italian.
Just wait till we are off air, Andrew.
You guys, I'm so honored to have you as my colleagues and friends. You guys rock. You rock. And I'm so proud of both of you. Congratulations. And Tommy, I know you're in here. Congratulations to you too.
Oh yeah, and Tommy's another one that is like just totally taking over the Barkleigh's Honor dinner.
Oh, he is like burning down the house. Like, holy cow.
Yes.
And Mary, congratulations on contribution to the industry. For me personally, I thank you for all you have done for me.
You got that coming anyway, Mayor.
I mean,
yeah.
I would not be where I am.
In a good way this time.
I wouldn't be where I am today without you, Mary. And that's the God's honest truth.
All right. So let's wrap it up. And we'll see everybody next week.
All right.
Yes. Mary's year this year.